What up, digital slang? So 10 years ago today, this happened.
Today, we're introducing iPhone 4, the 4th generation iPhone. Now, this is really hot. And there are well over 100 new features, and we don't have time to cover all of them today. So I get to cover 8 of them with you. 8 new features of the iPhone 4. The first one, an all-new design. Now, stop me if you've already seen this.
10 years ago, 2010, Steve Jobs announced the iPhone 4, the first major redesign for Apple's iPhone lineup. The 2, the 3, and the 3G came first, but 10 years ago, the iPhone 4 was released. And I have one here. We're going to check it out. We're going to unbox it. We're going to go back in time to honor the 2020 version of the redesign, squared off edges. Now, a few weeks ago, I also did check out a brand new iPhone 5 with the squared off design, one of my favorite designs of all time, along with this bad boy right here. I remember buying this phone brand new when it did come out. So we're going to unbox it, check it out. iPhone 4, 3.5-inch display on here, 16 gigs of storage. Retail price on this at launch was $199. Imagine that, crazy, right? And the 32 gigabyte only came in 16 and 32. 32 gigabyte was $299. So we are going to check it out. Let's just jump right in and take a look at a brand new iPhone 4. You know, I've had this phone for a very long time, and I've been saving them. I have a bunch of new phones like this. I've been saving them, but why save them? You know, I want to enjoy it. I don't want to just leave it sitting in a box somewhere collecting dust. I want to save it. So you can see the design here on the front, the Apple branding, iPhone 4. Man, I'm excited to see this. I hope it's not a scam. There are a lot of scams out there. I don't even remember what I paid for this. It was so long ago. So if we take a look, oh, that's so smooth. So our first look at the phone, we're going to put this to the side and see what else came in the box. Look how nice that is. So clean. Also in the box, we are going to get, look at this. Is this a charging brick? I can use this for my phone today if I had the right connector for the back. 30-pin connector. Remember the 30-pin connectors? I do not miss these. They used to break all the time. And we even get some wired earbuds. Those were the good old days, right? $199. We would get all of this. Let's see if there's any stickers in here. I don't even remember if Apple did stickers back then. A SIM tool. Let's see what else came in this box. Fingertips, iPhone. We do get 2 Apple stickers, right? They even shortened us on the Apple stickers this year. So we got some Apple stickers. We got a charging brick, 30-pin connector, and some earbuds, all for $199. Now, the star of the show. Now, we can already tell that this has been repackaged. There's no way this is going to come like this straight from the factory, even if it's been sitting for all this time. But it is mint condition, I will say that. There is not a nick or a scratch on this thing. Look at that, headphone jack, the sleep button on the top. No camera bump. You can lay this thing flat and it won't move. Let's take the plastic off. Oh, that is so clean. This thing is shiny. It is a brand new phone, I will say that. Now the real test is we're going to charge it up. So our first look at a brand new iPhone 4. We do have the volume up and down, the mute switch, the home button, the port on the bottom for a 30-pin SIM slot, power button up top with the headphone jack, 1 speaker on here, 3.5-inch display on here. It did take 3G, no camera bump on the back of here, and it was a 5-megapixel camera, and it did shoot 720p video at 30 frames per second. So I'm going to charge this thing up, see what iOS we're on, and we'll check it out. So for the past hour, I've been trying to get this thing to turn on. It keeps rebooting, turning itself off, rebooting again, and I can get it to go to connect to iTunes, but once I connect it to iTunes, it dies, so I'm not sure what's going on here. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to see what version of iOS this is on. And that's kind of a bummer. I wanted to see how old this phone really was. I mean, we know it's from 2010, but I wanted to see if it is really running the version of iOS it is supposed to be running. But 3.5-inch display, the home button, all the good stuff. But most importantly, the squared edges, it does stand on its own, just like the phones of today. So 10 years ago, we got our first look at the squared off edges. My favorite designs of all time. I love this style. And holding this right now, holding the iPhone 4, it makes the iPhone 12 just that much better. It just makes me feel nostalgic while I'm holding this. It brings back a lot of memories. I did buy this phone new when it was released, and I'm excited to have it again in a new form factor, a bigger form factor. I mean, look at the size of this screen back then. 3.5-inch display on here, but you can kind of see the bezels. Look how big that forehead and the chin are. And this is a dummy model of the 12 Pro Max. I mean, look at the size difference of these phones. It is unbelievable how far we've come. And then compare that to the iPhone 5 that I unboxed a couple weeks ago. My favorite designs. Look, no camera bump. Well, on these there's a camera bump. But the 4, the 5, no camera bump. Perfectly smooth. 5-megapixel shooter. 720p video, man. Just brings back a lot of good memories. So I just wanted to honor the phones of today, 2020, going up against 2010, the first redesign, the iPhone 4, the first iPhone with squared off edges. And once again, we are back there. I'm very excited about this. And if you haven't held one, man, you got to do it. Go to Best Buy, wherever you can just grab one, pick it up, feel it. Feels awesome, feels premium. Just love the new redesign. That is my favorite thing about this year's iPhone. The rest of the stuff doesn't feel any different to me than the 11 Pro Max or the 11 Pro from last year. But holding this phone is a completely different experience, and I, for one, am all for it. I hope they keep this design for a very long time. It is my favorite design of all time. That's it, guys. A quick video just reminiscing 10 years ago, what happened, what we got, and where we are today. That's it, guys. I'll be back soon. Peace.